All right, everybody. I believe we are live and good to go. Seems like it. I will get this shared around and we'll be all good to go. What's going on, everybody? Phoenix, good morning or afternoon to you. How you doing? Welcome in.
Please approach the safe area using one of the designated checkpoints.
Juan, how you doing? Hello. Already got 15 people jumping in. Good morning or afternoon, people. What's up? What is going on? All right, got it on the community tab. Let me do Discord and Twitter, and we will be good. Lucas, what's up, man? Hyper for Heartland. You know, that's got a ring to it. I like it. Hyper for Heartland, indeed. Let's not let my display go dark there. All right, got it on Discord. Let me put on Twitter. Bruce, what's going on? Happy Friday, everybody. Hope everyone's having a great close out to your week here.
The base of operations is on high alert. Civilians must undergo a body search to gain access to the safe area.
Okay, Twitter should be all good. Send. There it is. Awesome, we're all good. Already 20 people in here. Welcome in, people. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Should have a fun time today, you know, doing some of the usual chat and plays like we do. Heartland needs to come out, man. Been saying that for a year and a half now, huh? Well, did somebody say waffles? I don't know. What's up, Mallory? Enraged, how you doing, man? Corey, welcome in. Damn, we got everybody chatting. All right. As per usual, start out with some good countdown, get the warm-up going. I do need to replenish some materials as well. I was trying to make this build, and I crafted a good 30, probably even more, like 40 Sokolov chess pieces. I was trying to get a talent on it so I could roll the core attribute. Didn't get one. I'm at 0 out of 0 on Sokolov stuff. So let's farm that quick. I'll deconstruct it all. It'll be all good. It's always a struggle. Best from the UK. Thank you, John. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Hey, we got Nova himself in here. What's up? Afternoon to yourself, Mallory. Have you finished your trip? I saw your updates in Discord. That sounded pretty intense. Also, let me do this. I probably should link the video from this morning in the chat. I normally don't do videos on days when I'm in a stream, but for those of you who already saw, we had some pretty interesting Heartland news. There, I'll just pin that in the chat if anyone jumps in later. The breakdown is that Heartland got its rating in the US. which is pretty big, and it has like some interesting game details that are part of that. So, yeah, pretty interesting stuff. All right, what do we got? Why is it the status effect one? That's my least favorite countermeasure, because then you can't use the Scorpio off the bat. But that works.
System back online.
Jaguar, how you doing? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. It's you know, about to be Thanksgiving break soon here in the States. I'm excited for that. So yeah, doing well, thank you. We desperately need more loadout slots in stash space. Well, well, personally, I'm never one to really run out of space because I don't hoard a ton in these types of games. I only have one character and I make it all work. But obviously, a lot of people do want that. At least from what they've said, though, until they come up with some way to circumvent the issues that it involves, it's probably not going to happen, unfortunately. They did say they were looking into some other, like, long-term storage, storage options. So we'll see if maybe they come up with something there for year 5. One thing, the ESRB process should be more defined, consistent, so we could guess better safer games. Should be more defined. Are you saying? I thought containment was one. Oh, cooling tower.
Secure the area.
No, don't do VIP. All right, I'm going for cooling tower. They can do that. Lucas, are you saying that you know that's how it works, or are you saying it should be more consistent?
You're closing in on the target.
They'll figure it out with Division 3. I mean, to be fair, I don't think there's many games where you can just store thousands of items freely. Like Destiny 2, I think, has the exact same restriction where their vault is 500 slots. Like it's a real technical issue you have to work around trying to store that many pieces of data with it all being saved and whatnot. So it's not like Massive is the only one who has that problem. It's just that they create an environment where you want to save a lot of stuff and you can't always. And I think that's where the frustrations come in. Alright, question is, can we finish Eliminate the Hostile solo before they do VIP? Maybe, maybe not. Well, I gotta try and not die first, that would be good. Missing over here. Morton's in the chat. Good evening to you, Morton. I believe it's evening over there. How you doing? Alright, these melee stackers are killing me. Alright, got him. If people would ease up the constant Amazon orders, I could play more Div 2. Yeah, I believe you. Unfortunately, probably not going to happen, I would guess. Get me, how you doing? Welcome in. Jive, what's going on, man? Good thanks, it's Friday and work has ended. That's a relief for anyone. I did see Pele say that apparently some he solved some big problem right as work was ending, so that's always a good feeling.
Hostile detected. High value target neutralized.
I'm doing fantastic, Gemmy. How you doing? How have you been? Feel like it's been a minute. Have people tried? Actually, I would be curious to know if people have been trying out DMZ on Modern Warfare. 'Cause I know there's been big comparisons there with Division lately. Oh, don't show up now, guys. I was about to finish it solo. They took away my glory. That's tough. Need to work on PvP builds? Hey, well, you know where to find the best ones, Mallory. Rukin, how you doing? I'm saying there should have been a defined period between... Ah, gotcha. Yeah, well... Unfortunate, Lucas, but the fact that Heartland has its ESRB rating, I think... I don't know if I really mentioned this in the video, but I think that for sure it'll be out by March. Like, I'm a good 95% confident on that it'll be out by the end of March. That said, too, I think that it will not follow the same sort of marketing strategy as Division 1 and 2. I don't think it needs, you know... I mean, Division 2 had, what, a year lead up since it was announced? Well, no, I guess that's not what I was talking about. The first, like... It had the traditional, I would say, marketing strategy of a paid game. I don't think Heartland is going to follow that because at this point, if it comes out at the end of March, that's 4 months out, right? So I think it'll be a much shorter and a much more intense marketing deal whenever it is, you know, planned to come out. But I think with this rating, it probably is going to come out by the end of March. But that's my guess. I certainly hope so. I mean, sure, my prediction there is probably fueled by a bit of desperation. I really just want to play Heartland and be able to, you know, just have it in our hands. Is that too much to ask for? Divisive, what's going on? DMZ is fun. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I'll tell you though, whenever I play games like those, the one thing that strikes me the most is just how much better, like how many leagues ahead the AI is in like Division and like Destiny even compared to games like those. The AI in there will just like, they walk in the middle of the road, they crouch down, they shoot you, and then they'll move over a few steps and shoot you. Like, it's just so basic compared to some of these other games. Not that it's not fun, because I do think it is pretty fun. But that's just one part that always sticks out to me when I play games like those, where they're not normally coding AI in the same way that games like these do. So shout out to Drew, I think was one of the main AI people on Div a while back. I missed Drew. He was such a fun guy to have on State of the Game and all that. I get the reasons people are giving this comparisons of a DMZ field. No, yeah. I think more it's at least sounding similar to what Heartland sounds like it's shaping up to be, right? In that survival action shooter genre. So it'll be interesting to see how those compare once we get more details on Heartland. But I think just in general, the idea of, I mean, it's the basic concept of the Dark Zone, right? Where you go in, you have a chance to lose your stuff. Obviously, it's in a bit of a different context and all that, but it's obviously very different. But I think there are some basic comparisons that can be made. Christmas is just around the corner. Maybe Red Storm could surprise us. Hey, no, absolutely. I will always point this out. Never forget what went down with Apex Legends. They announced that game, and then within what,
Extraction point.
less than a week,
Shoot off
it was
the fire
out.
when you're ready for Torres to bring you home.
So there is absolutely a world in which they could announce it and it drops like within a week. Not saying that's going to happen, not even saying it's necessarily likely, but it's always a possibility. You never know. Christmas is going to be full of fun. Well, all I can say, Morton, is I really hope so. I mean, we do. I replayed the. I was testing a build out, and I replayed the Season 9 Manhunt mission yesterday. Man, that thing is good. I'm really hyped for the end of Season 10.
You've got hunters incoming.
That's gonna be a lot of fun. And you know, at least according to the wording of that timeline we got, a week ago or whatever, it seems like the holiday event for Div 2 this year is gonna have a little bit extra to it. At least that's the way I interpreted it. We'll see. But no, even if it's just Division 2 stuff, December is gonna have a lot of fun in it. And you know, who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky.
An agent needs assistance.
Yeah, fair enough, Morton. Fair enough. So, if you don't mind me asking then, does product director of, obviously you work at Massive and you're product director Division 2, does your job primarily just consist of overseeing the future development of Division 2, then you're not very involved with the greater Division universe? I've never really been super clear on the distinction there. Brian coming in with a 6-month message dealio that I still don't know what they're officially called. What's up? Brian, how you doing, man? I appreciate you being a member for 6 months. That's actually crazy. It's crazy to me that I had my memberships up 6 months ago. I guess they've been up for a while, but I super appreciate the support, dude. You know I do. I hope you're doing well, man. I feel like it's been a little while. Morton has the Christmas present in his sleigh. If they announce Div 3, is there anything you want to see return from Div 1, Div 2? It's a good question. Let me answer it in a minute when we get out of here. There's a question that requires a long answer. Fair enough. I'm sure it is. We'll save it for that Year 5 interview, right? Wink, wink. No, that's fair. That makes sense. A turkey hunt in DC.
Hold tight. Kilo inbound to your location.
Didn't realize it had been 6 months. I didn't either, dude. Like I said, it's kind of crazy to me that stuff's even been up and going that long, but I really appreciate you continuing to support, dude. I really do. Okay, what did Division say? If they announce Division 3, is there anything you want to see return from D1 and D2? It is a good question. It's a good question. I mean, certainly, I would say there's a lot of things. The most basic way I can answer that is to say I would love to see the greatest strengths of each game brought in. In my opinion, that being the PvP from Division 1 and the PvE from Division 2. I think Division 2's like enemy variety and the armor system and all that stuff is really great. In general, I just think PvE is way more compelling in Div 2. And then similarly, I think PvP was generally more compelling in Division 1. So the systems and different things that made those work in both games, I would say try and incorporate those into Div 3. But obviously that's a complex question to try and answer quickly.
Safe area detected.
We're family. Appreciate it, Brian. Appreciate it. There we go, GC24 live stream. Is that happening today, Phoenix? I know I heard that was in the works. Is he doing that today? All right, let me get some of those materials. Until my watch is red. Yeah, that's fair. That is something I know people have been asking about for a while, though, Morton. Is there any timeline for when stuff like the Heartbreaker chess piece and the TKB models and mods are going to be sorted out? Because I don't think it's ever really showed up on the known issues board, so I'm not sure. I'm new to the division, kind of have had the game for a few months now. Just want to say, love the continue great work. Nicholas, thank you so much for that. I'm super glad that you have been getting into it and enjoying it. That's super awesome to hear. And I'm so glad that you've been liking the videos. Thank you so much. It's always super awesome when I hear people that are newer to the franchise are getting into it. It's just very, it's cool. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Morton, the like the TKB, for example, still has the mods, I think, are modeled off like the AK. Like the laser goes inside, the mag doesn't line up right. I don't think you can use, you can't use regular skins on it. And then the Heartbreaker vest is, here if I switch to something there, the Heartbreaker vest doesn't allow any transmog or anything like that. I think those have been in since Season 9. The story for sure, yeah. I mean, if the level of storytelling that we're getting in Season 9 and 10 could carry forward into the future, or into, future Division stuff, that would be awesome.
Communication relay offline.
Which was crossplay, that would be very nice. And I think from here on out, pretty much any Ubisoft project will have crossplay. It's pretty much confirmed that Heartland will have it, so certainly if there's ever a Division 3, it almost for sure would have it. Want the same atmosphere from Div 1? That is a big one. That is a big one.
We need to remove the safeguards and restart the reactor.
All right, appreciate it, Morton. Div 3 needs... Well, I think in PvE it doesn't matter, right? If you combine all three, but in like a Dark Zone, for example, yeah, I would have it where it's only consoles by default. But then if a console player wants to join a PC lobby, I think that should be possible. But then just keep it exclusively, like there's no more mingling beyond that. It's just console players can join PC lobbies if they want to. You know what I mean? So you can still play with friends there if you so choose, but it's not forced. Yeah, for sure, Lucas. I mean, there are parts of Division 1's movement that I do really miss. I think the it's so hard to explain because Division 2 you are more nimble. You are a lot of the animations are smoother in my opinion. All of the stuff flows together better. But there is just like a little flavor of like when I went back and played Div 1 DZ the other night, and there's just a little like, I don't know. It's so hard to explain, but it does have a certain element of the movement that I do miss. I guess a bit of the snappiness. I mean, people are just going to say I want chicken dancing back, which I don't know. That's a long conversation, but overall I do like Division 2's movement a lot. But you know, every game has its own uniqueness, and I think that's a good thing. That's special. Almost got 50 people in here. I really appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you. Hope you're all having a great Friday. If you haven't already,
The target should be
I
nearby.
would, and if you want to support the stream and the channel, I'd very much appreciate you hitting that like button. But thank you for hanging out. Wish I had more people to play with, more fun, but playing solo is always a challenge. Well, matchmaking, you know, throughout the game, well, I guess at the end game, if you're still going through the story, it might be tough. But at the end game, you typically are able to matchmake for a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a lot of people in the pools. And you can always go and try and find a clan of people to play with. If you need a place to find a clan, you can always join my Discord. The link is in the description below, and we have a clan recruitment tab. We can do that. There's also the Division's official Discord and all that stuff. Taking a follow up on Heartbreaker and the TKB. Appreciate it, Morton. Appreciate it. Because I do get a lot of questions about that. And I know for myself, I would like it if the TKB displayed the mods correctly. Because it's a great modeled gun, and I really like the skins that we got for it with Season 10. So, appreciate it. Want to see the story go way beyond, bro, to the point where we're fighting hunters and rogues at the same time? That would be a lot, yeah.
Target detected.
Do you miss the chicken dance in Div 1 PvP? I mean, like I said, it's a tough thing to try and answer concisely, and I wouldn't want to, you know, misspeak and be misconstrued on here. My general stance on it is, and I said this back when Div 2 came out, with any game, you can try and restrict like movement as much as possible, but players are always going to find a way to be the most nimble, to dodge the most shots, and all this stuff. So I think instead of games, and this is not just Division, there's even Modern Warfare 2 right now, took away slide canceling, which I think was probably a positive move. But in general, people are always going to find a way to move the most nimbly. And I think it would be smarter to start trying to embrace those things and complement it instead of block it and create potentially a worse experience on the other side, if that makes sense. Again, not necessarily saying that's what's happened in Div 2, but just in general. That's kind of my thoughts on it. Lucas coming in with the 3-month message. Don't forget to drop that like, people. Lucas, thank you so much for being a member for 3 months. I super appreciate it, man. You've always been incredibly supportive and active here on the channel and in the Discord, and I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Get the marine. Camo inspired event is in the plans. Hell yeah. Well, I know Pele was saying that he's like pretty psyched for some of the ones in Season 11, I think, so I'm definitely excited for that.
10 minutes to lockdown. Evacuate the facility. Shade tech detected.
Is the deconstruct option for individual pieces fixed? It's not. I was trying to do it last night, actually, and it was not working. So it is not. How's it going, Road? The Division still got me hooked 6 years later, both games. Chris, me, and you both, man.
Rogue striker drone.
I feel the exact same way. Like, it's uncanny that 6 years later I can still get excited every time I log on and just, you know, enjoy the gameplay. Like I was saying, I was playing Division 1 the other day just for fun, and, like, it's still fun all these years later. So, yeah, it's crazy, man. I'm glad you're,
Hostile sniper turret.
I'm glad you feel the same way. Here I can show you, Morden. If you try and go to, what have I picked up here? This, for example, and you click deconstruct, it doesn't work. I think it's been like that since 16.1 or 2. It's been there for a little while.
Incoming. High risk hostile.
What do you think about a roguelike game mode coming to an RPG looter shooter? I'm super excited for it. I think at this point, I mean, we just said Division's been around for 6 years, which is insane. There's no reason why they shouldn't, you know, experiment with that stuff and just have fun with it. I think that the core, people have always said that they want the core gameplay of Division to play a little bit more like that.
Agent, you should
And,
be back in the reactor.
And, you know, I think there's no reason why they shouldn't lean into it and try it out. So I'm really excited for Descent. I think it's going to be really awesome. Yeah, no problem, Morton. Still waiting for my Mailman apparel events. I'll say it. And I've said this for a while. My like dream apparel event in this game would be a ninja bike themed one. The ninja bike messengers, the ninjas, you know, for lack of a better word. We had the bag in Div 1. We got the knee pads in Div 2. It would be very cool if there was like a ninja bike apparel event where it's these more like sleek kind of streetwear outfits. I think that'd be really cool.
Agent, you've reached the reactor. I need you to get it back online. Now that you're in, we need to...
Who's joining me with the red watch? I mean, you know I'm already there, Mallory. You and me think alike. Hey. Yeah, wouldn't that be an awesome event, though, Brian? I feel like that'd be sick. Want to be able to buy the previous season's rewards. You mean like the weapon skins or like the apparel event stuff, or what do you mean specifically, Phoenix? This game desperately needs single shoulder sling backs like Div 1. The one thing I've heard about that, I think Pally talked about on Twitter, is that because all of the clothing in this game is modeled off of the two-strap stuff, it's basically, I mean, it's not impossible, but it would require them to like go in and change every single piece of clothing in the game because it just wouldn't fit right. Is my understanding of that.
Great work, Agent.
Someone's getting messed up over here.
To restart the reactor, save hostiles from knocking it offline or killing you.
Evacuate the facility. 5 minutes to lockdown.
Like the weapon skins and the outfits? I gotcha. One thing they, I mean, could potentially do, though, is, like, now they're giving us backpack skins with apparel events. They could, theoretically, do, like, an apparel event where they do
When you're ready,
a chest piece, jacket, and backpack combo where you have to wear them all together, but then it is a single strap one. because that would be like the only one you could use it with, right? So I don't know. Who knows?
System disrupted.
Sucks that they can't do anything with the holster. Definitely unfortunate. Yeah.
The armed hostiles detected.
But what are you gonna do? Don't melee me. Please.
Restored. Serious trauma detected. System malfunctioning. System reactivated.
Are you a completionist kind of player? No. No, I'm not. When it comes to that stuff, I only go for what I care about. And actually, on the topic of like stuff from Div 1 and 2 for potential Div 3 that we were talking about earlier, one thing I do really miss from Div 1 is the commendation system. I feel like there were a lot more unique kind of commendation challenges and rewards that you got with the commendations in Div 1. Not to say that there aren't some cool ones in Div 2, but they feel a lot more formulaic in a way, where it's just like complete this mission 10 times and they all, like the patches all kind of look similar. So I know, back when it was the system in Div 1, I would go for the patches I thought looked cool and that I wanted. But I don't have much of a drive within me to go and like get them all, you know? Never been my style. And I don't care that much about achievements in other games, really. Alright, we gotta call this thing before too long.
System malfunctioning.
Still missing a flawless Iron Horse. Yeah, the raid, I will say the raid combinations tend to be my favorite. I like how they have the different completionist ones and you get like the cool patch if you do all of them. I do like that a lot.
System reactivated.
Gotta catch them all. I take it you're the completionist type, Lucas. Oh, we gotta call this thing. Someone cover me, please.
Kilo is ready when you are. Shoot a flare to signal Taurus. Taurus sees you. Kilo inbound. Let's get you home.
I'd love to do a pass on commendations one day or rewards in general. Yeah. Yeah. But fairly, it's probably, just in my opinion, probably pretty low on the priority list compared to other stuff. But one day. Who is this? Wait, how much time do we have? Oh, jeez. Who's sitting up there, though? There's an ad we left. Oh, well.
Nice work.
Do you think they'll get rid of the unused gear mode time replace something more useful? Well, I don't think any talent is unused. I mean, someone out there is using every talent for some kind of build. I would love to see a pass on underused stuff, like similarly to how we've been getting gear set reworks for the past few updates. I would really like to see a general pass on underused weapon and gear talents, because I think there are quite a lot that are underused. They're not unused, but underused for sure. Oh, were those good? Dang. Well, I might have to keep those. Got contractors with crit chance, too. Let's toss these Brazos ones in here. Daily or weekly project that include countdown would be nice, too. Yeah. I think I might actually make a video on this soon. I was thinking about it. I do think a general, like, weekly, daily objective rework could be kind of nice, but I'll formulate more on that for a video. Ace, what's going on? How you doing? Let me see the entire build. There you go. That's the build. I do have a video on it if you want more details. All right, I think one. Yeah, let's do one more. One more countdown. What are my Sokolov things at now? 60. Yeah, we'll do one more, and then we'll be good. Have you played much on hardcore character? No. I created one and got to level like 2 to get that hat that you get, and then I never did again. That's, you guys have point out like the two things that I typically don't like in games, which is completionism and like super hardcore like Dark Souls type stuff. It's just not my jam. I certainly appreciate it, and I know a lot of people love that stuff, so it's awesome. It's just never really been my deal. I'm doing good indeed, Ace. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, doing great. Excited for Thanksgiving break here, and obviously with the game we got some fun stuff coming in December, and then it's Christmas. I mean, only good times ahead.
Communication relay offline.
You don't have the hardcore raid emblem? I don't. What can I say? I mean, I would love to get it, but that's like so much pressure. I can only imagine being in Razorback. It's my turn on the generator, and I get downed by some shotgunner. If I wipe and the rockets go out, everyone's dead, and they lose 40 hours of progress because of me. That's insane. That's insane. I mean, maybe I need to hit up DJ Tickle and ask him to help me out, but I don't know. That might be too much for me. I aged 20 years trying to get it. Yeah, it's insane. But like I said, that that is an aspect of the combinations in this game I really like, is the stuff they have for like hardcore and raids and all that. Definitely a nice touch. Razorback is the least in every. I think Weasel is the worst. I mean, any of them. Any boss or encounter where my mistake could cost everybody like hours worth of their time isn't going to be nerve-wracking. Between season 1 and 10, what was your favorite manhunt target? Ooh. That is a good question. My favorite manhunt target. God, it's hard to think back to like all the ones that we've had. I assume you mean like not the main, the prime ones, but like one of the sub ones. Well, I have to think about it. I'll tell you this. My favorite season... Well, now it's kind of tough because we have 9, and 9 is really good. I won't rank 10 yet because it's not done. It's hard to rank something until you see the finale. Season 9 is definitely my favorite season, followed by Season 3. I really loved Season 3 back in the day. So, I don't... My favorite target, though, might have to be... It would probably be one of the ones in Season 4. Honestly, I thought the dynamic between Faye and some of those targets were really cool. Felix was cool.
Closing in on the target.
What's her name? Cersei was really interesting. I like those ones a lot. Oh, the main target. The main target. Well... Morton's favorite season 10. Well, that's a tease, ain't it? Yeah, I won't rank season 10 then because I need to wait and see how it ends. But favorite target between all the seasons would probably be then season 3 or 4. Either Faye or Barden. That's hard though. That's tough. Yeah, Fei Lao was definitely very, very personal. Also interested to find out what on earth Season 11's deal is going to be. Stovepipe was the name on that roadmap. I got no idea who that is. That sounds like a cleaner name to me, just like off the top of my head. I bet it's probably not, but I'll be curious to see what that turns out to be. Season 11's been the one that's been hyped up the most, so I'm excited for it. Yeah, for sure, George. I mean, that would be nice. I do think the classified assignments in Kenley College have to be probably on the top of my like content rework list. Yeah. Sultan, what's going on, man? How you doing? Long time no see. How are you? Thought season 1 and 2 were pretty good the first time around. Trooper and Hornet. Yeah, for sure. But fairly, and I think even in the interview I did with Yannick, he talked about this, that back when they were doing season 1 and 2, they didn't really plan them out to, like, they didn't think people would really care about the story. They were mainly just focusing around giving players something to do gameplay-wise. And they just added in little bits of story. It wasn't really until season 3 and 4 when they really started focusing more on story. And I think that's where, you know, both of them, alright, we can do VIP, even though I hate it. That's where the story got more interesting, you know? Stovepipe definitely sounds like a cleaner boss. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, so we can bring in the engineer.
LaFanos 9. Prime mission is XXXX. No, I'm excited for the Prime mission. I mean, we know it's pretty much confirmed that it's going to be here at the power plant, which is really interesting. I'm excited to see how that's going to play out. What do you think they'll do with the castle settlement? I don't know. It was in that picture in the roadmap, so I don't know, but I'm excited to find out. I mean, there's a chance it's unrelated too, right? They've used pictures of stuff unrelated before, so I don't think it's confirmed that the castle will be involved. It would be very cool if it was. Just been busy with work and family life. No, I get you, man, for sure. Got MW2 and God of War. How you liking them? Morton's just endlessly teasing. So the name of the season, ...
Iris target approaching.
When we finally go after Sokolova, they should make the sub-target hunters. That would be very cool. I agree. I agree for sure.
Agent, you should be able to access the reactor.
Lucas, I mean, I believe they've said as much that, you know, there's definitely an effort to keep the storyline coordinated between everything. Like, we know, I mean, even, you know, in the Heartland reveal trailer, Keith said that the story is within the same universe and, you know, the characters and all that stuff. So I think there's absolutely an effort to do that across all the stuff. Yeah, exactly what Morton just said, too, with the books and all that. Guys, if you have not watched my interview with Thomas Parrott about the book coming up, Compromised, A, you should watch that, and B, if you're a fan of the story at all, you really should read that book. You really should. I'm not going to say any more than that, but you should.
Agent, you've reached the reactor. I need you to get it back online. Now that you're in, we need to decrypt the safety protocols.
Heartland has always been good with being true to the timeline. Well, that's awesome. I mean, I think it's a very important, like, if you're trying to build out a universe, regardless of if it's games or movies or TV shows or whatever, it's important to keep a consistent timeline. Otherwise, it's like, you know, when stuff starts to get muddy, not only does it just seem like the effort's not really being put in, but, you know, just that feel of consistency between everything is part of what makes the immersion and the fun real. So that's great that it's gonna, you know, there's at least an effort to make it happen in Division as well. I think that's important and that's awesome. What happened with the hunters that would show up for a second that disappeared in that one season? That was during season 3, and they actually kind of explained that in season 9, where it was they were being sent to watch over. If I can recall right, I think they were there to watch. Wait, let me think. They explained it in season 9. My memory's a little fuzzy, but they were there to either take out or just watch over some of the targets. If I'm remembering right. Someone can probably correct me in the comments. In the chat, I should say. Still have almost 50 people hanging out in here. I really appreciate everybody. If you have not already, we're only 1 like away from 30 likes. If you want to support the channel and the content, I would very much appreciate it. But thank you for spending your Friday here with me. Hope everyone's enjoying, having a good time. Well, Hunter Killer, let's stay away from leaks in here. I haven't read any, and I think there's a fair amount of people who don't want to know that stuff. So let's be respectful of them and not put any of that stuff in the chat if we can't help it. Modern Warfare 2 is cool because the third person mode. I haven't played no update with Warzone 2. No, yeah, third person mode is awesome. For sure. Isn't the recruiter one where the guy on Jefferson Plaza failed to be recruited? Well, the guy that was being recruited was Jack Bonney, who was part of the Black Tusk, and he wasn't yet a hunter. The recruiter himself, I don't think, was the hunter that was showing up in Season 3. But it's part of the same program with McManus and all of that, I believe.
Great work, Agent. The power plant is stable. Now get the hell out of there. When you're ready to come home, shoot off a flare.
Dang, and we shot up to 38 likes. Appreciate it, everybody. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, but the increased involvement with the hunters is definitely cool to see. And they've left enough mystery that it's still intriguing, which I think was very, very important for them to do, so. All good stuff in my book. Yeah, I'm excited for the Season 10 finale, and we know Season 11 is supposed to be pretty darn cool, so I'm ready.
System curtailed.
It's a shame in Season 9.
Hilo, you've got hunters coming.
That sounds like an extremely detail-oriented critique there, Stormy. But yeah, I know what you mean. I'm more happy that we just got an awesome finale to Season 9, and definitely the best season yet, in my opinion. So we'll see if Season 10 can top that or match it with the finale here. Wonder if the True Sons will become friendly with the Division. Definitely, I think we'll see more alliances, but I think it'd be very hard for them to fully do that, because then you'll still have the True Sons missions from the campaign, and they'll still show up in Countdown and Summon stuff, and it won't make a ton of sense canonically. So I don't know. But it would be cool in certain missions if we actually like teamed up with them and they were friendly.
System curtailed. System back online. Vital signs critical. Agent down.
The mask about the Hunter's ranks, there might be more than one Crimson Hunter. I mean, yeah, that's true. There's nothing to say that there aren't duplicates of the same mask. Oof.
Serious trauma detected.
That's not good. Oh, I didn't realize a ton of people had disconnected.
Ready when you are. Shoot
That's
away the
awkward.
signal tourists. Hilo inbound to your location. Hold tight.
Oh, I was hoping for a res there, man. He just dipped out. That was funny. Season 10 has to top Season 9. I mean, yeah, I think it's already been pretty awesome. I really like that they've brought back like Vikram Malik. That was a really cool inclusion. So I'm confident that it's going to be pretty cool. We'll see.
Agent down.
Oh,
Get out of
okay.
there.
Well, that's tough.
Let's get you home, Agent.
No extraction credits for me.
Neutralize.
Dang. Did my game just crash? No, it did. Tough. Like, you died so embarrassingly that we're going to crash your entire game. Do you think Heartland is the next Division 3? We'll see. You know, it's kind of semantics, and people always bring that up a lot. It is going to be the third Division game that will come out. But we know from what they've said that it's going to be a very different type of Division experience than what Division 1 or 2 has been, right? It's going to be a survival action shooter, which is very different than a looter shooter. So, in terms of it being a sequel to Division 2 and being the spiritual Division 3, I don't think so at all, no. But it will be the third Division game that will release, if that makes sense.
Detected.
But I think there will definitely still be room for Division 3, years down the line if they end up doing that. The funny thing, the guy running away from you, yeah. There are 25 different hunters in the corner path. Those are all canon. I didn't know there was any sort of confirmation on the number of hunters. That's crazy. All right. We're an hour in. Let's run some... I'm liking this flow that we have in the stream. So we do some countdown, then run some DZ for the components. Let's do it. And now we don't have to worry about Foundry and invisibility. So that works for me.
Access complete.
Let's avoid that for now.
Nearby agent has become rogue.
I like the idea of the masks being more a part of their personality. For sure. I think that is a more interesting idea. So who knows about the Crimson Mask and the Season 9 mission.
Invaded dark zone.
Since Season 12 is going to be the start of the rerun of Season 1, do you think we will see a new target? No, Divisive, they're not rerunning any seasons. After Season 11, when Year 5 starts, they're just rebranding it to Season 1. It's going to be a brand new season. They're not rerunning the one from, like, the actual Season 1 from back after Warlords. It's going to be a brand new season, Year 5, Season 1. My guess is that moving forward, they're going to denote it by year and season the way that a lot of other games do. So, for instance, right now, we would be in Year 4, Season 2. And then Season 11 would be Year 4, Season 3. And then once we hit Year 5, it's going to be Year 5, Season 1. But it's not going to be a rerun of an old season.
Incoming hostiles detected.
What's going on, Aubrey? I mean, it didn't really get nerfed. They just fixed the bug that was causing it to be way more powerful than intended. So, as far as I'm aware, it's functioning just the same as it was before this bug got introduced. Yeah, so it wasn't really a nerf.
Detonated gear detected.
Naming them Year 5, SX makes it a lot easier to communicate. Yeah, that makes sense for sure. Especially when there were reruns involved in Year 3. It's like, I missed Season 7, but that was actually just a rerun of Season 3, so yeah, it makes sense.
Now detecting.
It will probably be a lot easier to try and communicate.
Hostiles detected.
There is no late, Mohammed. There is only being here and hanging out, and I appreciate you doing so. How you doing today?
Hostile hive detected.
With the Eagle Bearer buff and my Defender drone, I'd take so little damage. That's crazy. What other gear set rework would you like to see? What other rework? I mean, I still think System Corruption could probably use some love. That would probably be the one I would choose. Do we get an exotic component there? No, we did not. Tough. Bulwark is not working as intended. It's been broken for a long time. Oh, really? Really? So people were just not figuring out how to use it in PvP until recently? I didn't know about that. Since I made a perfect weapon damage attribute, do you think we'll see a perfect armor or perfect skill tier? I mean, certainly I think they're starting to incorporate that stuff more into things. Like we saw there being a skill tier as a reward, or as a benefit for using the Brazos brand set and all that stuff. So I think, yeah, there's certainly a chance they could continue that trend. Same with the certain trap. Is the shrapnel trap actual? Because it didn't work in 16.1. Is that thing still being worked on, Morton? Because that, to my knowledge, that didn't make it into 0.3 or anything, right? Solo DZ Varma. It's what we've been doing in the streams, Johnny. It's fun, actually. It's a pretty chill time.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Well, before the patch, Founder would heal you like the Memento without actually having it on. Who would heal you like the Memento without actually having it on? I'm not 100% sure what you mean, because I didn't use it myself, but that sounds like the bugged functionality, so... Again, I wouldn't really consider it a nerf for them to be fixing something that was working not as intended, you know? Do they nerf the exotic component to armor DZ cache? Looks to me. No. They put out the chart that tells us the exact values, and they set it at a 25% value from DZ chests as of TU16.
Incoming hostiles detected.
So that is what it is at. Which, you know, 25% is a good chunk, but it's not nowhere near 100%, so it's just RNG, I think, if you go a long stretch without getting one. That's how that stuff goes. Jeez.
Rogue hive detected. Hostile hive detected. System reactivated.
Gotta love when you sit right out like 29 Catharsis stacks, get all that damage. I love the Catharsis so much. Easily favorite exotic from year 4. Don't heal up. Come on.
Contaminated gear detected. Now detecting contaminated gear.
That all of them? Yep. I missed a bunch of chats. I'm sorry, everybody.
Lock clear.
Mike, what's going on? Welcome in. By the way, the game started to crash lately for some reason. Anyone else experiencing that? Are you on PC? Or are you on consoles? What's going on, Andrew? How you doing today? My RNG sucks lately, yeah. Sometimes that's just how it goes, you know? He's called just a stopgap till we get new content in Heartland. Look, I mean, I don't think anyone should ever feel guilty about going and playing other games. That's what, you know, gaming's all about. You play what you enjoy. COD's got a lot of great stuff coming out right now. No reason to not go and enjoy it. I've been doing so. But I still, as you can see right now, enjoy coming on and playing Div, so. Yep. What I mean is instead of it healing you over time, as intended, it healed you instantly. Right, which is not how they intended it to work when it was first introduced, so I don't know why they would keep that, you know? Because clearly it was creating a lot of issues in PvP. So, and apparently outclassing other stuff in PvE as well. Best exotic in the game. That's a really hard one to say, I think, because you have something like the Memento, which is incredibly powerful in PvE, but it's not, you know, always the most desirable in PvP. So I don't know. The best one, I think, is hard to say. Lady Death and Memento, yeah, those are both good ones. Yes, on PC. Well, PC's been having crash issues for a long time. They've put out fixes for it intermittently, but I think they're still over time and add more. So, yeah, I'm not the most versed on that issue because I don't play on PC. But yeah. Do you think True Patriot needs a rework? Not really. I think True Patriot is still one of the better sets. I mean, I still run it frequently. So yeah. They need an M16 exotic? Oh yeah, see, you should have just why'd you go and do that? Now you lost your stuff. This guy wants them too? Come try. Come try, my friend. Yeah, climb over there. With the foam. What'd I even do to you guys? You didn't know I was gonna flag. I was just here to extract, but now all your stuff is gone. How about that? How about that? What kind of named item you got here for me? Yeah, stage left, I'll take that. The rest of that's gone. I would have left it if you hadn't flagged on me. Jeez, it's all about etiquette, people. It's all about etiquette. Oh, I love the Dark Sun so much. They didn't know I was gonna flag. I was just there. Come on now. And to try and foam me, like, jeez. That was just, you know. It's just uncalled for. They need an M16 exotic. Dude, the M16 is like the gun in most need of some love. That thing is so bad. And it would be fun if it would actually work well, but it just doesn't. So, yeah. Although I still say the exotic I would like to see the most is a fully auto M4. Are we coming to an end with D2? No, we're not. A lot of people are trying to say that right now. And people say it every time there's a bit of a low period in Division history or with any game. But we're getting all of year 5. They got a lot of big plans coming up. After that, who knows? But certainly no. We're not coming to the end of Div 2. DZ manners, yeah. If they didn't do that, wouldn't be the DZ. Indeed. No, I'm glad they did. That was hilarious. I love the DZ so much. I mean, to this day, the Dark Zone is what has made me stick with and continue to love the Division so much. It's easily my favorite part of the franchise, which I think a lot of people know. I've been pulsed. Are they back for revenge? Yep.
Serious trauma detected.
Yeah, I quit it with the foams, dude. You're spending more time foaming than you are shooting. It's not going to help you out. It's not going to help you out, man.
Rogue agent eliminated.
What can I say? What can I say? If you're spending more time shooting the foam than you are shooting your gun, what you doing? Jeez.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Eagle Bear's an M4 variant, right? I believe... I believe it's a P416, Johnny. I could be wrong. But, like, a lightweight M4 exotic from Div 1 is what they should do. I would love that. Because, you know, lightweight M4 from Div 1 is just the best gun, hands down.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
What am I missing here? Why have they even turned the automatic into a marksman? I don't know. Maybe just trying to get people to use different stuff, I suppose, but who knows. Why can't they add the Emperor's Guards to the general loot pool? I mean, they could, but that would kind of defeat the purpose of it being a DZ exclusive item, you know? Do I have to worry about this guy coming up behind me for a third time? Yep. Oh my god! What kind of...
Immediate medical assistance needed.
what kind of timing was that?
Incapacitated.
It just came across my mind that I should probably watch out, and he's right there with the trap. What a guy.
0.
What a guy.
Agent in need of back.
Alright, well that can't go unpunished. You can't bring a trap into a little hallway with me and think I'm just gonna let that go. Come on now. He did wise up a bit though. He realized that the foam wasn't gonna work for him, so he went for the trap. I wonder if Year 5 will contain 3 or 4 seasons. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. D2 is only just at the beginning of too many ideas to stop here. Morden, everyone likes to hear that. Yeah, Sultan, there's going to be a lot more for Div 2. Your build is crazy. Thank you. I have a video on it if you want to go check it out. A full auto pistol exotic. That would be cool for sure. You got somebody to use the trap. Oh, yeah, that's always how it goes. What's going on, Matthew? Imagine a world without the trap. Morden, I'm trying. I'm trying. Is it coming? That's the question. Oh, yeah, try again. You're trying the foam too? Your friend just tried it and it didn't work out. So I don't know if you need the trap as well or
Agent neutralized.
or what. I don't know why foam is people's go-to. Who's over here? This might just be the ads. I'm liking that I'm not the one that has to flag. You know, it makes me look better. Because otherwise, you know, you'd get the usual DZ comments. Can you get the knee pads from name caches or enemies in Countdown? I believe the way DZ exclusives work. Okay. All right, buddy. Hi there. Listen. Nobody likes the trap. Nobody likes the trap. Let that... Come on. We don't need it. You want to put on a sniper, you want to put on whatever, do it, but... Come on. We don't need the trap. Did I even... I don't think I opened the chest down here. His mistake there was throwing it before he'd even flagged. I didn't even know he was there. If he'd came and ran on me and flagged, it might have worked. First, I forgot I was a rogue. That kind of scared me. No, it's already taken. There he is. Come on down. Water's fine. The trap's not going to be fine, but... Yep, little premature, I have to say. You should have waited. I can also just go above you and then not worry about it. Oh no! Tough. I'm not bullying. Look, he just got me. Fair and square. No trap involved. See, man, you don't need the trap. Just there you go. You got a great pulse build. You got some adrenaline rush. There you go. You don't need a trap. Just believe in yourself. Lean into your skill and you'll get it going.
Agent killed. Rogue status removed.
There you go. See, everyone can do it. What was I going to say? Aubrey, I believe the way DZ named items or DZ exclusive items work is that you can get them obviously from the DZ. They'll show up in the DZ vendor rotation. So if you just have DZ credits, you can buy them there. I believe all DZ items are in named caches. I think those are the three main sources you can get them from. But obviously with name caches, you have the entire pool, so you're more likely to get the other stuff. We have some ideas for lore catch-up, but the Resident Mass is tricky. Yeah. That's been my assumption for a while, is that it's pretty much in that contract that you can't go back on. Pearl White down the other guy too? I thought they were friends. I guess not. Time to go avenge him. I bet he got trapped. Let's see. Oh, yep, there you are. What's going on, my guy? You want a beam battle, huh? You will learn you will not win that one, unfortunately.
Rogue restore hive detected. Hostile restore hive detected.
I saw that.
Immediate medical
What?
assistance needed.
Did it still get me there?
Agent out of action.
That's crazy, dude. Morton, is the trap still hopefully gonna get fixed sometime soon-ish? Maybe?
Agent vital signs 0.
Because that's tough.
Now entering an invaded dog zone.
I do need you, Johnny. I'm lacking. Like hamburger so it makes it easy to fire without shields. No, the post shield world in PvP is great in my opinion. I love that they took those out, or you know, they didn't take them out. They nerfed them. Yeah. Lucas, thank you so much for hanging out as always, man. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day and weekend. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Vernon, I'm going to do it just for you. Problem is, I know he's in here and he's going to throw a trap down. Enclosed spaces are the worst to try and fight a trap at. Is he back here? Where did he go? I'm really scared to like blindly run in somewhere if there's me a trap waiting. Where did he go? I saw he was right here. That's the other guy.
Landmark engaged.
You gonna try and flag me again too? Come on. What? Come on, man. Again with the foam? Like, come on. Not needed.
Rogue agent eliminated.
The guy traps you and you still go after me? I don't even know why you're mad at me. I flagged. No, they flagged on me at their own extraction. And he's still mad at me? Come on. Alright, well I'll just start doing a landmark and let Mr. Trap here come back to me. It's been like that since its introduction. I will not comment on it before. I know 100% it's fixed. Gotcha. We've seen what happens if we put it down, so it gets delayed a bit. Fair enough. As long as it's still being worked on, that's what's important to me. Because yeah, for a lot of the people in the DZ, it would be very appreciated if it was eventually dealt with. But I know you guys are working on it, so it's good to hear. Love the Trader Shield, just wish it had more health like the Bulwark. Well, that's the trade-off. If you want to be able to use your primary weapon, you got to sacrifice some health on it. What's your build? I need to get into the DZ. I have a video on it. If you go to my build playlist here on the channel, it's the one that's titled The Slayer. It's about maybe 5-6 build videos back from the most recent. If you can't find it, I can link it before the end of the stream for sure. There's nothing I want more than to fix that damn thing. Tired of hearing about it? Yeah, I bet. I mean, that stuff and, you know, the PvP changes that are planned for Season 11, at least, you know, last heard about it. Very excited for both of those. I really hope that it can help make the Dark Zone better. I would love that. Can you pull out your signature weapon in the DZ? Yes, you can. You can pull it out like that. I was just out of ammo. Well, they don't. You can't earn any signature weapon ammo in the DZ. They took that out after year 1 because they were just really unbalanced. They are, at least last we heard, planning on adding them back to PvP with the specialization rework, which, you know, doesn't currently have a release date. But yeah, last we heard that is their plan is to reintroduce them, but they haven't currently been in there since Warlords came out. Where's that box? Back here.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
We need more status effects for Eclipse. There are a lot of stats in the game, but only 2 of them. Well, Divisive, if you hit them, excuse me, if you hit an enemy with a status and then you kill them with a gun, it'll still spread it. So you can spread anything like shock or poison or whatever. They don't have to get killed by the status. That sacrificer should be able to use LMGs. It would definitely be interesting if you could use LMGs with a Crusader shield. Skip, what's going on? How you doing, man? And Exclusive, what's up? We got a lot of people hanging out here. 70 people. I really appreciate everybody. If you have not already, we are only 3 likes away from 50 likes. You can say you're one of the first 50. But yeah, really appreciate everyone hanging out. It's been a super fun stream. This is going to be my last stream for a little while, probably about 2 weeks. I'm headed out of town, and there's not really going to be a convenient time, so I appreciate everyone being here. That's not good. Kudos from Brazil. Thanks a lot for this news. Hey, Marcos, thank you so much for checking it out, and hello from back here. That's awesome. Thank you for the support. One thing, why can't we re-roll 2 attributes? Well, because that would, you know, significantly lessen the gear grind. Certainly they could put that in if they wanted, but then as soon as you got 1 piece, I mean, you know, with stuff like, especially now with core attributes, you would just have to get 1 piece and then that's it. You'd never have to farm again, right? Because you could just re-roll everything. So yeah, in a looter shooter where the main drive is supposed to be loot, it doesn't surprise me that they don't want you to just be able to get, you know, 1 piece and be done with it. Yeah. Speaking about the specialization revamp, when do you think we will see season 12 or 13? I would, I would certainly hope that it's in year 5, season 1. We don't have that confirmation, but at that point, if that comes out around May, which is my guess, it'll have been over a year and a half since we first learned about it. So I really, really hope it comes with year 5, season 1. But obviously, we will have to wait and see. If it does, that would be a really great update. If we have that, if we have a new season, we have Descent, and we get the specialization rework, I think that'd be a fantastic sized update. And so I really hope that's the deal. 2 weeks till Dr. Home, indeed, dude. I'm excited for that. Good vibes from Mexico. Hey, Sebastian, thank you so much. How you doing? Well, it's been fun. Hey, Morton, thank you so much for that and for hanging out as always. You know, I really appreciate it. We all do. Appreciate you giving your time and your insights. And yeah, thank you for hanging out. Have a fantastic weekend. Talk to you later.
Got a bead on that agent. Incoming hostiles detected.
Heartland News, Simon, you can check the, I pinned it at the top of the description if you want to check it out. Heartland got its official rating in the States, which is, you know, a pretty significant step forward and probably points to the fact that it's coming out in the next, you know, weeks or months here, which is really exciting. Dang, we got a ton of people chatting. Love everybody showing up. I will definitely catch up right after this landmark.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
My favorite YouTuber. Well, there's no need to draw any comparisons, man, but I appreciate the support. Thank you for watching my stuff. It truly does mean a lot to me. Thank you. All right, what else did I miss here? Splinter is in here. What build am I running on this fine day? Only the best build. No, this is my good old companion unbreakable that I really like to run. It's my DZ go-to these days. Specialization is year 5. Yeah, Vernon, it's not coming out in season 11. They said so. The earliest it would release is the first season for year 5 because that's going to be the update after season 11. Smash my mic with my headset. What's up, Rogan? Watch your content for a bit. Andy, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. And thanks for jumping in the stream. How you doing today? My voice is going. I need to drink some water. What are your plans for Christmas and New Year's? Oh, you know, family stuff, which is always the most fun. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That's true, but if we're talking about sets and you need more than one piece, well, sure, but especially with targeted loot in the game, if you could re-roll 2 things, you just say you want, you know, a 4-piece striker set, you go and target that, and after 1 countdown run, you already have 2 of each item. You would never need to farm ever again, because you could just re-roll 2 attributes and save 1 for the core attribute roll, like, you know. That's my thoughts on it. Let's go do this, because we know we haven't done the chests over here yet. I'm kind of sad that those guys dipped out. That was kind of fun, smacking them around when they're coming up to me with a trap. Yeah, how you doing, Splinter? I bet you had a pretty happy week that they added the Stinger Hunter outfit into the store, huh? That Eagle Bear is melting? Oh, it always does. It always does. The Eagle Bear is my favorite exotic in this game, bar none. Wish I could enjoy the DZ. Too toxic for me. And that's fine. It's not for everybody, and I totally acknowledge that. If it's like, I don't know if you mean toxicity and just people's actions or like voice comms. You can just disable VoIP, so you never have to hear anybody. But I know that can relate to gameplay stuff too. So I'm sorry you feel that way.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
I think it has always been really fascinating, though, just how wide of a spectrum of thoughts there are about the DZ and just content in general. You have people like myself who the reason that I stuck around with this franchise for so long is because of how much I enjoy the DZ. And then you have people who say that it's like the worst thing they've ever experienced in gaming and they want it gone and never touch it again. It's just hilarious. Well, it's not hilarious, but it's very interesting, the range of responses you have to stuff like that. Dude, stop meleeing me. He's trying to shoot you. Tatter, what's going on, man? My most consistent hype man coming in with the thumbs ups. Hope you're doing well, dude. Where's the chest in here? It's over here. Alright, we need an exotic component. I haven't gotten one yet. Come on.
Contaminated gear.
And once this clears, maybe. It doesn't pop up until the things at the top are gone. Nope. Tough. Alright, that's the goal. We gotta get one before we leave here.
Hostile forces operate in this area. Enter at your own risk.
Why can't you craft another exotic without destroying the old one? I don't know. I don't know why that's the setup they went for. There's a rumor on Reddit that classified gear might be being returned to Div 2. Well, what I will say is take Reddit rumors with a grain of salt. There's been many a time that people have posted supposed like rumors or leaks on there, and they have just not turned out to be true in the least. But if that were to happen, I would be skeptical of how that would work, but certainly, you know, willing to see it out. As with anything, but if I had to guess, I would say that's probably not true. DZ funk you up indeed. Indeed. The DZ is just, you know, it's iconic. What can you say? Love it or hate it, it's iconic. Yeah, there's been many a rumor on Reddit over the years. The ones that I remember the most are like when someone posted what the first raid was going to be about before it came out. They said it was going to involve like a bridge encounter and hunters and all that. That obviously didn't happen. Then yeah, the one for your, you know, Countdown, when people were still, you know, guessing on what the mode was going to be, someone said it was going to be like that asymmetrical PvP type deal where it was 7 players and 1 hunter, like a Friday the 13th game. Obviously that didn't happen either, so. But you never know. You always have to take rumors with a grain of salt, but they could always turn out to be true. You never know.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Okay, gamer, what's going on, man? We're just chilling here, playing some Div, talking, as always, having fun. How's your Friday going? And Damien, too. What's going on, man? My week has been, honestly, pretty great. I wrapped up a lot of, like, long-term stuff that's been, you know, pretty stressful, making me busy. So I kind of get to have a chill week or two here, which I'm excited for. So it's been good. How about yours? I remember you playing a lot of Conflict. Did you get bored of Conflict? Not any more than usual. My stance from the beginning of Div 2 is that Conflict is terrible. I still think that the rule sets and everything in there is just, like, quite bad. And I don't normally say that about a lot of Division stuff because I enjoy the majority of the game. And I still do, like, if I wouldn't play it at all if I, or what's the right way to say that? I wouldn't play it if I fully hated it, right? But most of the times when I play Conflict, it's because I can't find a good DZ server to play in. Conflict to me is supplementary to the DZ. Whereas in Div 1, like Last Stand and Skirmish provided a good alternative form of PvP to what the DZ did. But Conflict, it's its own thing. So I'll play it from time to time if if there's just nothing else to do. But if I can avoid it, I try to. I'll put it that way. Let's go out to this one. Come on, we got to get one exotic component here. Have to. DZ, you got to be ready for rogue agents. That's one of the main things. Yeah. One thing I hear about the choose is it won't tap you. Yeah, certainly it makes me glad that I'm not on PC because I know it's a big problem and I'm sure a very, very infuriating one. Another Christmas time that gets proper playtime under the belt? Hell yeah. And we're supposedly going to have a bit of a different holiday event this time around this year for Div 2, so that'll be exciting. Definitely interested to learn more about what they have planned for that. Oh, come on. This guy directly under me, huh?
Incoming hostiles detected.
I still think it's funny that they've never done like a Black Friday event for Div, because that's where it all started, you know, back in Div 1. So it would be cool if one day, whether it's in, I don't know, Div 2, Heartland, whatever, they did some sort of Black Friday commemoration or event. I think it would be very cool. Is someone extracting? No, I heard a helicopter somewhere. Oh, they're just flying over. I was gonna say, if it's those guys from earlier, I've got some unfinished business there.
Hostile contacts.
Well, this is already taken two, dang.
Detecting contaminated gear. Contaminated gear detected.
Imagine an event where for a week or so where the entire map is the Dark Zone. You would have a lot of very unhappy PvE players. I think that'd be awesome. But you'd have a lot of unhappy PvE players for sure. Which is fair. I wouldn't blame anybody for being mad about that. All right, I guess we'll do Shantytown. That's about the last one I can go to, or that we haven't already hit for the chest. How good is the Black Friday LMG? It is. I've tried to make builds with it before, and while I think it is good, I think it just suffers from the greater LMG problem, where LMGs just typically aren't as viable as ARs, right? Yeah, I think it's a fine weapon. It's probably in the higher class of LMGs. Like, it's definitely good, but just compared to the other guns in the game, it's not. It's just it's just the class.
I'm on it. We got TI16. Engaging landmark.
All right, we'll hit this and we'll hit Shantytown, and then might call it there. Dang, why are these all taken, dude? Who is going around and stealing the chests? It's probably that guy with the trap. This is the bane of my existence.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Appreciate that we've had so many people hanging around for so long, though. Still got like 60 people in here, which is crazy. And I will say, if anybody missed it or didn't see it yet, I did post a video this morning, which I don't normally do on stream days. But we did have some Heartland news, and that video is pinned in the top comment in the chat here, if you want to check that out. Pretty exciting stuff. Hey, Nightmare, how you doing? Appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Hope you're doing well.
Serious trauma detected.
Well, that's awkward.
Agent down.
I tried to go for the fancy finish, and I got punished for it.
Signs 0.
Tough stuff. Well, let's hit... Shantytown got cleared. We can hit the underground one. I'm just trying to hit one that I haven't been to in hopes that the chest is still up.
Safe area entered.
Well, let's hit that last one, I guess. What is the best Dark Zone exclusive in your opinion? Trying to think. Probably the... What's it called? The Gift is the named Providence backpack with perfect vigilance. I would say that one and the Emperor's Guards are both really solid. I would say probably those two. Surprise. Oh, come on. Is all gonna miss then?
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
They should have a mode where you can activate New York as a big DZ. They should do something with New York eventually. I think for sure. Because it is pretty underused. You're doing great as always. Well, I'm glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it.
Rogue blinder firefly detected.
Just want to stream because the dang word, please call summit. Hey, Devil. Welcome in, man. I don't worry about not having been here. I appreciate you tuning in at all. And hope you had a good good day and good week, dude. It's Friday. And we got Bishop in here. Frickin' Bishop Boas. How's it going, dude?
Landmark has been cleared.
Everyone's jumping in right at the end. Bama, did you change your name? I'm assuming this is the same Bama. I think it is. That's the same profile. How you doing, man? Can I jump up down here? Yeah, I can. Playing some Div 2 as you stream right now. Nice. Being as always, Bishop, huh? Bishop, let me ask you. You have the I'm thinking of doing a controller upgrade. You recommend the Wolverine, right?
Exiting invaded dark zone.
You think since I work now, make your own hours? Yeah. V2 Chrome 100%. All right. Yeah, I'm probably gonna dabble with that. I kind of also I've been looking at the Razer Kyra Pro headset. It's got a lot of really solid reviews, and it seems really nice. I think they pair them together in bundles a lot too. I'm kind of looking at that one. That was actually nice. Do I want that? Eh. All right, well, let's go expertise this stuff. And that's about all we got for today. If anybody hasn't yet, though, I'll give one last shout. If you want to be, part of the cool club, there's 2 slots left for you to like before we're hitting 70 likes. Just saying. Just throwing it out there. Dang, that's slow crawl to 15. Until I really start getting these skills going, I am not going to bump my expertise much. It's tough. I don't know much about that headset. I have the A50s. Gotcha. V2 is great. Just remember it is wired controller. Yeah. Yeah, which I don't normally do, but I think it's probably worth it for the stuff that you get, at least from what I've seen. And the Kyra is a wireless, so... Because what I've normally done is I have a wireless controller and then I wire the headset in. But I think if I wire the controller into a wireless headset, it would be, no extra level of discomfort or whatever. And I think it'd be a nice setup. I'm excited. So yeah. Thanks for the input, and thank you everybody for hanging out. That's about all the time I got for today. I got to go work on some videos and stuff, prep some things before I leave town in a few days. So you got some quality content coming your way as always. I was the same way now. I have a wired, much better combo. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to do it. I'm excited. Thanks for the input. Another quality stream is always off to deliver the mail. Enraged. Thanks for doing what you do, man. We appreciate you. But thanks for hanging out, as always, and everybody. I mean, we got Bishop in here, Enraged, Devil, Bama, Nightmare, Sebastian, Dubsta. Who else is in here? Divisive, OK, Damien, Splinter, Aubrey, Morton, Tatter, Andy, George, Hero. Absolutely everybody that was in here, Vernon, throughout the stream. I appreciate you. And like I said, more stuff, more videos coming in the next few days. And I will be back to stream probably... Hold on, let me check when the stuff drops. 2 weeks, 3 days. What is today? Friday. I'll stream before that happens, but I do want to try and stream on the day that stuff drops. That'll be fun. So anyway, 2-ish weeks I'll be back to stream, and we'll have a good time. Oh man, Bishop coming in at the last seconds and dropping a $10 super chat, dude. Bishop, you're too much, man. I appreciate you. Everyone, if you don't already, go follow Bishop on Twitch. You should. He's a great guy. Streams Division like a lunatic, almost like every day. He's crazy dedicated, great guy in the community, and thank you for that, Bishop. That's super kind. All right, everybody. Well, that is all I've got for now. Like I said, stream in about 2 weeks. Plenty of videos coming in between now and then. I appreciate you all, and I will see you very soon. Until the next one, guys, Row Gold, out.